My name is Kelly Gibson, and I'm the Executive Director with United Way Oxford, and it is my pleasure to welcome Liz Wismer-Van Meer and Miriah Gibson from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Oxford to join us to chat a little bit about the good work that you're doing and United Way's support, and of course the impact we're having together on our community. So ladies, I would love you to maybe just quickly introduce yourselves, way better than I just did, and your role at Big Brothers Big Sisters, and then we'll chat a little bit about your programs.
I am Liz Wismer-Van Meer. I'm the Resource Development Manager at Big Brothers Big Sisters of Oxford County. I've been a part of the team for close to 4 years, and in my role, we are the fund development folks. We're the ones that get the chance to work with United Way of Oxford, as well as finding donors, sponsors, fundraising events, and kind of taking care of the marketing and communications as well. So we do a little bit of everything in that aspect.
Miriah?
My name is Miriah Gibson. I've been with the organization since 2012. I originally started with the Ingersoll Agency, and we amalgamated with the Woodstock Agency in 2019 to become Big Brothers Big Sisters of Oxford County. I've been in a few different roles. Currently, I am the Service Delivery Manager, so I work to support our casework staff in running our community-based and site-based programming, our one-to-one and group programming.
Excellent. And so we, at United Way, we talk a lot about the fact that it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a village, frankly. Mm-hmm. And you're part of our village and we're part of yours. We've been together in one way, shape, or form for many, many years because we know the importance of making sure children and youth have access to the supports and services they need to thrive and to grow, and that families have the support too. And so together, we really are, I think, impacting lives and families all across Oxford. And I would like you to maybe just tell us a little bit about some of the programming that you offer so that people can have a better understanding of the vast amount of services and ways you help families and their children.
We have a very diverse range of programming. So we have our community-based programs. We have both one-to-one and group programming. So we have our traditional Big Brother, Big Sister matches. We have couple matches. We have family matches, which operate very similar to Big Brothers, Big Sisters, except you either have like a couple or a whole family who have the ability to support that child in a mentoring relationship. We have our SOAR community-based programming. So that's social opportunities, activities, and relationships designed to engage children and youth on the wait list to participate in activities and build relationships with mentors and peers. We also have site-based programming. So we have our in-school mentoring, we have literacy, we have Go Girls and Game On. So again, some one-to-one, some group. Mm-hmm. Those take place at local elementary schools as well as the local libraries. And we also have our PRISM program, which is mentees and mentors who identify in the 2S LGBTQ plus community in order to help guide them along on their journey and offer support.
Everyone knows Big Brothers Big Sisters. I think people don't recognize how many different programs you have, volunteer-based, to meet needs of children and youth where they're at and what they and their families really require. Maybe Liz, you could tell us a little bit about how the partnership and the funding from United Way, thanks to all of our very generous donors, helps the organization do what they do, because you don't receive government funding, do you?
No, so we do not receive ongoing government funding. I think that's one thing that is a big misconception. And United Way of Oxford is one of our major funders. Probably about a quarter, if not more, of our funding does come through the support we receive from United Way of Oxford and the community. A big part of what Big Brothers Big Sisters prides on is that all of our services are offered at no cost.
It's important.
There's nothing that comes out of their pocket. There's no administration fees, there's no sign-up fees. If we're taking them out horseback riding, doing archery, going out for golf camp, whatever it might be, they don't pay anything. And the way we're able to do that is through support like the United Way of Oxford that allows us to continue to offer all of these services for free and really build and develop life-changing mentoring relationships.
Absolutely. And we are so proud to be able to be that partner. And your work does that because it has a lasting impact, right? This is not just the here and now. It is a long-term impact on the lives of children and youth because of your programs.
Yes, and all of these programs, all of the one-to-one matches, all of the group programming, everything is supported with professional caseworkers that are trained and educated and support that match, so it's a healthy, positive experience for both the mentor and the mentee and the families.
Of course, during COVID, like there was a lot of issues with social isolation and mental health, and the impact of that is, still going. So with funding from United Way, we were able to launch the virtual mentoring program very quickly during COVID. Because many of our children were already in matches, and this program was designed to support children and youth on our wait list who didn't have a mentor. So they were able to meet with a volunteer who was screened and trained once a week virtually. So they were able to build that relationship and have that support. But in addition to that funding, we were also able to offer match supplies. Typically, we wouldn't have that in our budget, but money from United Way helped us do that. So in addition to being able to meet with our virtual mentors, we were able to do supply deliveries. So we could drop off things like STEM kits, activities that would help them, with maintain that educational component, as well as like baking ingredients, things like that. So they could bake with their mentees. They could make volcanoes. They could do science experiments. They could, they could make like different kinds of candy and those types of things. So there was a lot of different ways that United Way helped specifically with that program, just as one example. And that program's been so successful that we're actually continuing that for our waitlist.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So creative. Like to be able to virtually do the same thing, play a game, bake a cake, whatever that might be, and really make Zoom fun. And may I say, having spent a whole lot of time on Zoom, it is not always easy to make Zoom fun, right? So like kudos to you and your teams, but also I think to be able to not just adapt, but to offer all of those new opportunities, to be able to learn and grow from that, I think it speaks volumes for how connected you are to the youth and how you understand their needs, and they are truly blessed to have you and all of your volunteers in their corner, creating change and providing those caring adults to make a difference in their lives every single day and forever, because it is a lasting impact.
It is. The amount of stories we have. Just had somebody reach out to me last week, completely out of nowhere, that I'm dealing with for work, and she said, I actually used to be a big sister and it was the most rewarding time of my life. And she said, we've stood up in each other's weddings. It's been 23 years, but we're still a big part of each other's lives. So these are relationships that in a number of cases really do last a lifetime.
Absolutely.
So thank you both for joining us today to share a little bit about the impact the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Oxford is having for kids across Oxford County, but really meeting kids where they're at and what they need with those programs. And so thank you for the work that you do and for being here to share a little bit. We are proud that you're part of our village, and we're pretty darn proud that we get to be part of yours too.
Thank you.
So thank you to everyone who has been listening in and watching and learning a little bit. We appreciate your commitment to understanding not just about what the programs and services are and the impact, but also what the needs are across our community, because you too are part of our village, and it truly does take a village to create a happy, healthy Oxford County for all. So thank you, and please join us again as we meet with some of our other community partners to talk about other programs and services and some of our other priority investment areas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.